Today's commissioning, the fourth of 16 shallow water ASW craft, marks a substantive strengthening of our undersea warfare capability. As we look to become a 200-plus ship navy by 2035, all of our 50 ships presently on order are being built in Indian shipyards.
The Indian Navy has commissioned INS Anjadip, adding a specialized shallow water anti-submarine platform to its eastern seaboard order of battle. The ceremony was presided over by Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi, Chief of the Naval Staff, who described the induction as a milestone in strengthening indigenous maritime capability. INS Anjadip is the third indigenous ASW shallow water craft of the Arnala-class to be inducted into the Navy, and the second within 3 months following the commissioning of sister ship INS Androth. The Indian Navy has led the push for self-reliance in defense shipbuilding. According to Admiral Tripathi, around 50 Indian warships are currently under construction, all designed by Indian naval architects and built in Indian shipyards ranging from aircraft carriers to frontline ASW vessels like Anjadip. With the Navy targeting a 200 warship by 2035, the emphasis is on building and operating a fully indigenous fleet from aircraft carriers like INS Vikrant to Arnala and Mahe-class ASW vessels and submarines.
The Navy commissioned 12 warships and 1 submarine. This momentum continues with plans to induct about 15 more ships in 2026. We have embraced Atmanirbharta not only as a strategic imperative, but also as an investment towards future assurance. We have progressively strengthened our Warship Design Bureau, deepened industry partnerships, and accelerated innovation in concert with MSMEs, startups, and academia, building sovereign capabilities across the maritime domain. As we look to become a 200-plus ship navy by 2035, all of our 50 ships presently on order are being built in Indian shipyards. Moving beyond platforms, our aim is to take Atmanirbharta to component level and building a fully Atmanirbhar force by 2047.
INS Anjadip is not just another warship. It fills a gap in India's underwater defense architecture that has remained open for nearly 2 decades. India already operates P-8I Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft, Kamorta-class deep-water ASW corvettes, and MH-60R Seahawk helicopters. Together they form a formidable anti-submarine network, but they share one limitation. None were designed to hunt submarines in shallow coastal waters.
Today's commissioning, the fourth of 16 shallow water ASW craft, marks a substantive strengthening of our undersea warfare capability, particularly in the coastal and littoral waters. Anjadep, equipped with state-of-the-art shallow water sonars, lightweight torpedoes, anti-submarine rockets, and combat management system, is engineered for agility, precision, and combat effectiveness.
In shallow seas, sonar signals bounce off the seabed, creating false echoes that mask real targets. That is precisely the environment where INS Anjadip and its sister ships are designed to operate. At around 900 tons displacement and with a draft of just 2.7 meters, Anjadip can operate in coastal waters where larger warships cannot. Its waterjet propulsion, the largest class of Indian warship to use this technology, reduces acoustic signature, allowing it to detect submarines without interference from its own propulsive noise. Its hull-mounted indigenous Abhay sonar, developed by DRDO and produced by BEL, is specifically tuned for shallow water detection. The induction also carries strategic messaging. The Pakistan Navy operates Agosta 90B submarines of French origin, inducts Chinese submarines, and fields Italian origin Chariot midget submarines. These miniature submarines are slow, extremely quiet, capable of resting on the seabed for extended periods, and are particularly suited for shallow water operations. In the northern Arabian Sea, where even 40 nautical miles from Karachi, the depth can be just 40 meters, such platforms have operated in conditions that larger Indian ASW ships found challenging to patrol effectively. INS Anjadip is designed precisely for these waters, with the sensors, propulsion and profile suited for this specific environment. Anjadip is the third of 16 planned shallow water ASW vessels being built across Indian shipyards. Together they will form a distributed coastal anti-submarine screen along India's 7,516-kilometer coastline. As the Navy advances towards its vision of a builder's Navy, the induction of the Arnala-class vessels signals a shift from reactive coastal defense to proactive subsurface dominance. With INS Anjadip now operational, India has added a purpose-built hunter to secure its shallow maritime approaches.